All right, December 19th. Simulate it. Daily View. We got the Kings and the 76ers. 76ers get the win, 101-93. They're 18th of the year, led by Leonard, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 14 for McKenzie, 13 points for RBI, 12 for Celtic, 10 and 10 for Davidson and Dover. Marsh, he had 10 assists. Despite a 26-point performance by Little Dip, it's not enough. 26 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals for Little Dip. Walrus had 18 points, 12 and 7 for White. Dillard had 9 and 12 for Pecor. Oh, Kings, not enough. The Wizards get a good win. They're 19th on the year, 127-109 over the Pels. Kyle Breath, 26 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. 11 of 24 from the field. 20 points for Schuler. 16 and 10 for Hakimi. Ooh, Hakimi had a good game. 14, 5, and 7 for Kim Jong-un. He had 2 steals. He fouled out of that one. He had 6 fouls. 13 points for Chaos. Hines got a double-double. 11, 2, and 10. Little Suck. 26 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 4 blocks. This man had himself a game. 5 of 7 from behind the arc. 18 points for Torres. 14 for Stutter. Thiel had 13. 12 and 11 for Satora and Weezer. Pels just can't do it, though. The Wizards, man. The goddamn Wizards. The Cavaliers beat the Bucks. 107-97. Nerdarino, 17 points to lead the Bucks. 6 assists. What the hell? 13 points for Meoff. Blue had 12, 11 and 11 for Badger and Bernier. Sniper Cat, 4 of 10. He had 9 points, 15 rebounds. 16 boards for Clifford the Big Red Dog. Oh my God. Tyler McBuckets, 21 points. 16 for Finkelbottom. Lester had 13, 12 for Cecil, 12 for Robert and Konjic, 11 and 8. 15 boards and 4 blocks for Humongous. Holy shit. There's been a lot of upsets, guys. I did not expect that. All right. Let's simulate. That's everything for December 19th, 2017. Let's check out December 20th. Simulate through the date. Daily View. Raptors and Hornets. 103-99. The Hornets win. 21-20. Pretty good team effort, my man. A double-double for 1A. Raptors, 20. Young Diesel, 20 points, 9 assists. Not enough. Eclipse, 19 points. 15 for Minnie, 12 for Johansson and Meoff, 11. The Raptors, man, still just can't quite figure it out. They just can't do it. 194, the Hawks take down the Pacers. Led by La Sousa. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Silly Gwilly, 14 and 11 with 3 assists. 12 points for Cox. Hupp had 11. Phoenix had 11. Garcia had 10. Jerome O'Neal, 20 and 6. Daniel Ty had 19. 18 for Reap. 15 for Scott. Man, the Pacers fall. I cannot believe that. The Hawks, man, they're a good squad now. I look out for the Hawks. They got Silly Gwilly, man. Nets and Kings. The Nets get the win, 106-96. Led by Ryan, 26 points. 20 and 12 with 4 assists for Jordan. Thunder had 17 points. 14 and 5 for O'Neal. Schoenfeld had 11. Led by Little Dip, 28 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. 5 of 12 from behind the arc. TJ White, 21 points, 17 for Walrus, 9 and 11 for Precor. Quickenbet had 7 assists. Kings get their 19th loss of the year. Celtics get a win, 127-109. Teddy Swoelsveld goes off, 29 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 of 11 from behind the arc. Paladin, 18 points, 10 assists. 16 for Drew, 16 for Davis, 13 and 13 for Johnson. Johns had 12 points, 11 for Fernando Stephenson. Michael Queen had 20 points, 18 for Eagle. Smith, 16, 14 and 12 for Webster, 12, 8 and 4 for Jimmy Bones. Not a great game. Jimmy, what happened, man? You got to show up. Alexander Newman had 10. Dude, Teddy had a hell of a game, boys. 122, or no, 130, 122. The Bulls hold on to win their 19th of the year. Bigley Jumbo Dong has a huge game. 31 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. Bigley is a maniac. 23 points for Saplington. 8 of 8 from the line. 17 for Thompson. 17 and 10 for Gay. Double-double. Daniels had 12. 21 points, 15 assists for Riley. 18 points, 15 assists for Vega. 16 and 7 and 4 for Keene. Lamar had 16. 15 for Noblock. Bates and Hendricks, 13 and 12. With the Bulls get the win 130 to 122. Man, that's a high-scoring game. Lakers lose to the Rockets. Zabel led the way. 22 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. 19 for Fork. He had 8 boards, 8 assists, 2 blocks. 16 for Moreno. 15, 2 and 7 for Jen. Mark DeShark, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. Stealth added 14, and Grek added 12. Man, that's a good team effort there for the Rockets. Golgi's nip, 25 points. He was the game's leading scorer. 3 of 4 from behind the arc. 12 of 12 from the free throw line. Franco had 18, 14 for Wallace. A triple-double for John Kearns. 13 points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Lakers fall 122-113. Thunder roll all over the Jazz. Post Malone, 28 points. 20 and 16 for Resner. Oh, man, that's a big game. He had 6 offensive boards. 12 points for Xavier, 11 for Money. Jazz, 18 points for Lester. Motzko had 16. Fur had 13. And that's about it, boys. Oh, man. The Jazz fall to 7 and 25. 110-108. The Mavericks get the win over the Pistons, dude. The Mavericks are starting to be a top team here in the West. 23 and 10 for Mendelowitz. 17 points for McCarthy in 17 minutes. He had 2 assists. He was 5 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from behind the arc, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. That's some goddamn efficiency. 16 points for McElmo, 13 points, 9 assists for Seafelt, 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists for Burns. Schnake, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 blocks. Sensei had a 28-point game, 17 and 10 for Tally. Nathan King Carter, 15, 5 and 10 with 3 blocks, and a 12-10 double-double for Elito. Pistons lose by 2. The T-Wolves, they get their 12th win of the year, 122-87 over the Nuggets. Not even close. 20-point game for Wong, 15 and 5 for Hawkins. Custer added 10 and 10. 13 assists for White. He shot 2 of 12. Schultz has a monster game. 32 points, 14 assists with 2 steals. 15 of 23 from the field. 20 points for Andrews, 17 and 8 for Howard. Carmichael, 16 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. Hare adds 11 in 10 minutes, and Gronkowski adds 10. Spurs and Blazers. The Blazers get the win, 113-98. Their 22nd of the year. Kenny Powers leads the way once again. 29 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. 22 for Abbott, 17 for Chief. He had 9 rebounds. 12 for Vikingston, and 11 for Porterhouse. 15 rebounds, forget it. Blast Dog, 23 and 10. He had 3 blocks. 14 and 8 for Cock. Jake had 13, 6 assists, 2 blocks. 10, 10, 10, and 10. Cheese, Bell, Valpentessa, and Barkley. Bell, 13 assists. Spurs, man. 8 and 24 to start the season. Yikes. Grizzlies and Warriors. Warriors get a win, 114-105. Johnson, 24 and 13 with 4 blocks. Pueblo Escobar, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 13 assists. 18 for Henriquez, 9 of 10 from the field. 17 for Hunt. He also had 3 steals, 6 assists, and 6 turnovers. Jordames put up 25, 5, 4, and 3. 19 for Zuma. He had 8 assists, 3 steals. 13 for Hobbit. He had 9 assists as well. 12 points for Sleeper. 11 for Holy Fook. And the Grizzlies get their 14th loss of the year. Warriors, 15 and 16 now. The Suns lose to the Clippers, 97-86. Batista put up a 28-point game. 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Chop 14, 1 and 9, 13 for Needles, 4 steals, 12 and 7 for Stewart. 20 rebounds for Wildman. He also had 5 steals, 3 blocks. Holy shit. Corrupt, excuse me, had 22 and 15. He had 3 blocks. He was 10 of 14 from the field. 12 points for Yaskalopes, 12 for Wallace, and 10, 3, and 8 for Siesto. 3 of 13 and 2 of 9 from behind the arc. Come on, Siesto. Siesto is garbage, man. That dude is so overrated. All right, that is it for December 20th. Let's check out the 21st. Oh my God, the Celtics have won again. The Cavaliers get a win over the Bulls? 122-91. The worst team in the East against one of the best teams in the East. Mantis Toboggan is back, bitches. Mantis Toboggan is back. Are you kidding me? 23 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists in the man's first game back after being injured. Oh no, boys. The Cavs are making a comeback. Yo, Goldie, maybe more content, ... Worms, if you don't know what this series is, then don't watch it. Like, if you're not into it, man. This is a series that we've been doing for a long time over here on the channel, my man. So if you're not into it, you're not into it, bro. I'm not going to force you to watch it. This is what we do. Talladay had 22 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, and 3 blocks. Damn, dude. Talladay had a crazy game, too. 9 of 11? That's ridiculous. McBuckets. McBuckets is usually the leading scorer for the Cavs. He's the 3rd leading scorer. This is exactly what the Cavs need. 19 points for McBuckets. He had 4 assists, 2 steals, 16 for Lester. Finkelbottom had 16. Konjic with a double-double, 11 and 10. Damn, dude, the Cavaliers just steamrolled them. 22 and 9 for Bigley. Thompson added 15 and 4, 13 for Daniels. Gay had 12 and 8. Beefy, 8 points, 10 rebounds. The Bulls got absolutely shit-stomped in Cleveland. Only the 10th win of the season for Cleveland. The Raptors get another win, 108-100 over the Sixers. What is going on over there in Philadelphia? 25, 7 and 3 and 3 for Davidson. Marsh adds 14. He had 7 assists, 12 and 12 for Leonard. Dover had 10. Raptors led by Time, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. 18 points for Eclipse. He had 6 assists, 14 and 12 for Minnie. Scooter Jennett had 13, 11 for Johnson. Raptors get an 8-point victory, their 11th of the year. Celtics get their 20th win, 127-109 over the Knicks. Doubleblade had 25 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 19, 9, and 5 for Quan. Johnson added 12. Boner, 1 of 7 from the field. Yeah, when your leading scorer goes 1 of 7, you're not going to have a good day. 10 points for Ken. Teddy Swolsveld again, 30 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Teddy's pissed about that game against Indiana. 15 for Elder. He had 5 assists. 15 for Davis. 14 for Drew. 11, 10, and 5 with 2 blocks for Stephenson. Johns and Butts both added 10 as well. Celtics with a commanding victory. Suns and Grizzlies. Oh my God, the Suns get their 15th win of the year, 113-111 over the Grizz. Looked like Brandon Siesto showed up. 21 points, 5 rebounds, 13 assists. 16 for Darb, 12 and 6 and 4 for Yaskalopes. Wallace had 12, 11 and 11 for Knight and Matthew. Corrupt, 1 rebound away from a double-double, 10 and 9. Jordames, though, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. 22 points for Holy Fook. He had 8 assists, 4 of 8 from downtown. Ruben had a double-double, 16 and 10. 12 points for Hobbit. He had 8 assists. Reese O'Neal, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Grizzlies fall. Spurs and Jazz, and the Spurs get a win. Oh, it's a battle of the 2 worst teams in the West. Spurs win 105-104. Their 9th win of the year. Leicester for the Jazz had 27 and 10. 22 and 15 for Fairlight. 13 points for Motzko. 12 for Jackson. Fur had 11. Led by Cheese, the Spurs. 21 points for Cheese. 20 for Jake. He had 7 rebounds and 7 assists as well. 12, 8, and 3 for Dingleberry. 11 and 11 double-double for Cock. Bell had 10. And Barkley with another double-double, 10 and 10. 105-104, the final. All right, that is it for December 21st, 2017. Let's check out December 22nd. Simulate through the dates. Knicks and Pistons. Pistons get the win. Oh my God, it was a reckoning. It was 131-99. 26 points, 10 assists for King Carter. 18 and 12 with 7 assists for Daigle. Smith had 17 in 15 minutes. Oh my God, 6 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 from behind the arc. 16 for Sensei, 16 for Alito, 12, 12, 10, and 11 for Tally. Tucker Boner, 17 points, 15 for Ken. Johnson, 13, 12 and 13 for Double Blade. 12 for Quan, 11 for Gamer. Pistons steamroll them. Magic and Pelicans. The Pelicans get their 14th win of the year. They beat the Magic 108-106. Manuel Vega put up 24, 1 and 11 with 2 steals. 21 for Keen, 14 for Lamar. Riley had 13 points as well. 13 for Bates, and Noblock had 10. Stutter had a big game. 32 points, 4 boards. 19, 12, and 6 with 4 blocks for Suk. 17, 1 and 8 for Satora. Thiel and Rogo had 10 points as well. 13 rebounds for Mr. Franklin. Pelicans hold on to win by 2. Wizards and Nets. The Wizards beat the Nets 111-100. Thunder, 26 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks for the Nets. Brennan O'Neal, 19 points, 10 boards, 5 assists, 17 points for Ryan. Billingsley added 10. Kim Jong-un, 24 points, 6 assists, 21, 5, and 3 for Schuler. 2 double-doubles. Breath had 16 and 14. And Hakimi, 12 and 12. They both had, or Breath had 2 blocks, and Hakimi had 3. Wizards get an 11-point victory. All right, Wizards, 20th win on the year. Clippers and the Rockets, 114-111. The Rockets lose again. Led by Fork, 27 points, 6 assists, 22, 7, and 8 for Shark, 17 for Magnum, 14 for Jen. Stealth, only 6 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. I mean, he's not a scorer, I guess. I expect a little bit more, though. Clippers put up 114. Batista with 27. 3 assists, a steal. 15, 8, and 6 for Hill. Needles added 14. Phelps added 14. 12 and 11 for Chop. And Stewart and Williams both added 10. 9 rebounds and 7 assists for Stewart, man. Stewart had a great game. Clippers win by 3. Mavericks and Heat. Mavericks get the win 110-103. Holy shit. Jimmy Bones, 23 points, 24 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks on 10 of 16. He had 11 offensive boards, and his team loses. Tanner Eagle, 19 points, 14 for Newman, 13 for Queen, 10 for Smith, 12 assists for Big Ugly. Sneaky Snake has a hell of a game. 35 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and a block. 14 and 9 for McElmo. McCarthy added 12. Porter added 12. Vernon Burns added 10. And Seafell with a double-double, 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 10 assists. He did have 6 turnovers. 7-point victory for Dallas. Bucks hold on to win 121-116 over the Hornets, led by Badger, 23 points, 18 for Meoff, 17 and 12 with 5 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks for Sniper Cat. Doing it all. Bernier said 14, 13 for Blue, 12 for Nerderino, and King adding 10 as well. 26 points for Sensei Plays, 21 and 16 for 1A, 16 and 16 for Sanctuary and Dover, 15 assists for Howden. Holy shit. Bucks win their 17th game of the year. Hawks and Thunder 104-100. The Hawks win. Post Malone put up 28 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 14 points for Money, 12, 4, and 11 for Xavier, 11 and 10 for Chocolate and Wood, 5 blocks for Taylor Wood. La Sousa, though, 18, 7, and 5. Phoenix 13, Garcia 12, Gwilly 11, 9, and 2 with 2 blocks, 10 points for Huff. Everyone did just a little bit of something, man. Good team effort from Atlanta in that game. On the road, picking up the win. Nuggets and Trailblazers. Trailblazers absolutely shit stomped Denver. 108-86. Porterhouse had 20. 19 for Abbott in only 18 minutes. This guy, what is this guy's stats based on per 36? He's averaging 23.5 points per game per 36. 53% from the field. 44% from downtown. This dude is efficient. Holy shit. Kenny Powers had 15 points. 14 for Chief. 13 for Moorhead. Powers also had 2 steals and 3 blocks. White had 27, 1, and 8. 15 and 13 for Wong. Allen added 13. Oh, and the Nuggets fall. 22-point loss. 23rd win of the year for the Blazers. And the Lakers and the Warriors. The Lakers get a win, 115-102. Escobar had 25 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. Hunt, 16 points, 8 assists. 16 and 8 for Johnson. Henriquez added 13, 11 for Black. But the Lakers, led by Golgi's Nip, 20 points, 7 assists and a steal. 16 for Curry, 15 for Adrian, 14 for Kearns with 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. John Kearns, you're an animal. 13 points for Wallace and 10 points for Harm. And the Lakers win. 13-point victory over the 15 and 17 Warriors. They're 19th on the year. All right, the final day of the week, December 23rd. Simulate through the date. Oh, the Bulls beat the Celtics. The Raptors lost to the 76ers 104-102. Meoff had 17. Diesel had 15. 14 for Minnie. 12 for Ron Dog. She had 9 assists. Time at 11. Davidson, though, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks. 16 for Leonard. Blawat had 14 and 10 for the double-double. 13 points for Marsh. He had 6 rebounds, 9 assists. 11 for McKenzie. And they get the win. The 76ers win by 2 over Toronto. Only 2 over Toronto. What are you doing over there, Philly? Hornets and Bucks. The Bucks get the win 112-97. Sensei Plays had 25 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists on 10 of 14. He shot very well. 16 for Palmquist. 1A had 14, 8, and 4. 12 and 9 for Dover. A double-doubler for Sullivan O'Neal. 11 and 10. Led by Meoff. 29 points. Blue had 19 and 7. 16 for Badger. He had 6 assists. 11, 8, and 6 for Sniper Cat. Didn't shoot well. 3 of 12 from the field. 0 of 4 from downtown. Luckily, his team did enough, and the Bucks still pull out the dub. The Pacers get a 5-point victory over the Nets. Led by Brody Scott, 26 points. 18 for Gangsta. He had 6 boards. 16 and 8 for Jerome O'Neal. Daniel Ty added 11 points off the bench. The Nets, led by Jordan, 18 and 10. 16 for O'Neal. 14 for Thunder. 12 and 12 for Ramos. Ramos and Ryan. 98-93, the final. That was a good game. Wizards and Magic. Oh, my God. The Wizards with a 20-point victory at home. Kim Jong-un, 35 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 of 8 from behind the arc, 13 of 15 from the free throw line. Phillips, 23 points. He was perfect, 9 of 9 from the field. 16 points for Breath. 14 for Chaos. Hines had 13, and Hakimi, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and a block. Magic fall again. 23 points, 7 assists for Riley. 19, 4, and 12 for Vega. He shot 7 of 16. 19 points for Keene. He also had 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals. 14 for Lamar, 11 for Walker. The Mavericks and the Hawks. The Mavericks win 131-115. Despite Silly Gwilly's best game of his Hawks career since he got traded not too long ago. 32 points, 9 rebounds, 10 of 16 from the field. 20 points for Lasuse. He had 9 assists as well. Garcia had 14. 14 for Cox. 13 and 7 for Dr. Disrespect. Mavericks, though. Oh, my God. 2 members of the Mavs putting up 30 points. Tickle McElmo, 34 points on 11 of 17. McCarthy, 31 points in 31 minutes. 10 of 11 from the field. 9 of 10 from behind the arc. Who is this man? Shooting 50% from downtown. Holy shit, dude. McCarthy's a beast. Seafelt, 19 points, 11 assists, 16 and 13 for Mendelowitz. And Vernon Burns, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 blocks. The Mavs are crushing it. The Bulls and Celtics, 108-97. The Bulls win. Teddy put up 19 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. 15 points for Johns, 14 for Elder, and 14 for Johnson. Paladin added 10. The Bulls, though, led by Thompson, 32 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 of 9 from behind the arc. 22 points for Daniels, 16 for Jumbo Dong, 12 for Beefy, and 11 for Yeats. He also had 8 assists and 4 steals. Beefy had 5 blocks. 11 turnovers, Teddy! Teddy! What the fuck happened to Teddy? Clippers and Grizzlies. Oh, the Grizzlies held on 104-95, their 18th win of the year. Led by Reese O'Neal, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks. Jordames, 19, 12, and 7 with 3 steals and 2 blocks. 18 and 11 for Ruben. Holy Fook off the bench, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. 10 points for Sleeper. 25 points for Chop. Trying to lead the way, man, but just not enough. 16 for Manny, 15 and 10 for Stewart. Needles had 12. Batista, 37 minutes, 2 of 12. Hill, 2 of 10, 1 of 5. Oh, 17 boards for Wildman. The Clippers are not shooting well. Pelicans and Heat. The Heat get a big victory, 128-99. Tanner Eagle. Is it Tanner Eagle? Tanner Eagle, 24 points. Webster had 24 as well with 14 rebounds. 10 of 16 from the free throw line. 23 points for Newman, 7 assists. Jimmy Bones with another triple-double. 17 points, 19 rebounds, 10 assists, and 2 blocks. 13 points for Michael Queen. 21 for Satora, 20 for Stutter. Torres had 16. Thiel had 13, 12 for Suck, 10 for Cotton. Rogo, 9 assists, 10 rebounds for Franklin. Pels got absolutely destroyed. Thunder Jazz. Jazz fall by 9. Amatsko had 25 points, 23 and 11 for Lester, 16 and 13 with 5 blocks for Fairlight, 15 points for Guy. Led by Post Malone's 35 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 17, 7, and 6 for Xavier. Wood, 14, 12, and 5 with 4 blocks, 13 points, and 18 minutes for Money. Resner had 18 rebounds, 10 assists for Church, and 10 rebounds for Rowe. Thunder with a big win. Nuggets, Warriors. Warriors hold on to win by 4. Their 16th of the year. 26, 5, and 11 for Hunt. Escobar had 22 points. 21 points for Graves. 20 points for Black. Damn, this is a high-scoring game. 14 for Johnson, 11 for YNWA. 31, 2, and 15 for White. Holy God, he had 15 assists and 31 points. 24 and 13 for Wong. Litteris had 20 points. Also had 2 blocks. 11 and 11 for Alan and DiStefano. Dubs win. 102-101 the final. T-Wolves outlast the Suns. Siesto put up 25 points on 9 of 20 from the field. 7 of 14 from behind the arc. 17 and 3 and 8 for Wallace. Yasklopes had 10. Corrupt had a double-double. William Speedy Schultz, 29 points, 14 rebounds or assists, and 4 steals. Carmichael, 23 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 blocks. How the hell do you beat these guys? 16 for Andrews, 10 for George. Trailblazers get the win over the Lakers. Their 24th of the year. 114-92. Smoochie Wallace had 17 points for the Lakers. Nip had 14, 3 of 12 from the field. 6 assists. 14 points for Adrian, 13 for Curry, and 10 for Franco. Vikingston added 22 points to lead the team. Porterhouse had 18, 17 for Abbott. Again, 8 of 9 shooting. This dude is ridiculous. 16 and 10 for Powers, 15, 4 and 8 for Chief. Everyone's doing their jobs, man. Get It had 10 boards. Gustafson had 10 boards. Moorhead is just an assisting master. This dude doesn't score, but look at it. 11 assists, 6, 9, 10, 6, 6, 10, 10. He's a beast. He's a great backup point guard. Oops, I meant to go. Yeah, that was everybody. Okay, Spurs Kings. Kings get their 13th win over the Spurs. Little Dip put up 24 points. 20 and 21 for Zach Pecor. He had 9 offensive rebounds. 10, 16, and 5 with 3 blocks for CJ White. 2 Quick Combat had 12 assists, 9 points. Jake had 15 and 10, 13 and 13 for Cheese and Barkley and Dingleberry. And the Spurs continue to suck on the GGBA teat. And that is it, boys. That is it. Wait, he was injured? He's our starter? Wait, really? Craven Moorhead is the starter? Is that why the Blazers are playing well again? Wait, let me look at this. All right, let's look at the standings, guys. Let's take a look at the standings. Is there any way... Here, Daily View. There's no game on this day. Yes. Simulate through the date. Yes, December 24th. Guys, we're almost to Christmas. Oh, Christmas Eve. Okay. All right. Let's check out the standings. As of December 24th, 2017, the Philadelphia 76ers are 1 game ahead of the Boston Celtics in the Atlantic Division. Toronto Raptors, 7.5 games back. All these teams, though, are kind of having a rough streak. Indiana Pacers, 2.5 games ahead in the Central Division. 13 games back for the Cavs, but they have won 2 straight, and they have their best player back. Southeast Division, Wizards lead by a game and a half. They've won 5 straight, and the Magic have lost 4 straight. So the Wizards have taken over the #1 spot here in the Southeast Division. The Mavericks have won 3 straight, so they are now a game and a half ahead of the Houston Rockets. The Rockets are 7-3 in their last 10. The Grizzlies, they're 5-5. They're 2.5 games back. Spurs, 2-8 in their last 10, 12 games back. 5-game lead for the Portland Trailblazers, and they've won 5 straight. They're coming back, boys. The Thunder, 5 games back. Let's see, 1-9 in their last 10. The Jazz, 17.5 games back in the Northwest Division. The Lakers, 2.5 games ahead, 19-12. Clippers, right behind them. And that is it for our standings. Let's check out the power rankings. The Portland Trailblazers still leading the way. They are 4-0 in the last week. They are the #1 spot. Indiana Pacers, #2. Washington Wizards, #3. The Washington Wizards went up 8 spots since the last power rankings. They are 12-3 in the last month. Ooh, the Wizards. The Orlando Magic dropped 2. They're down to 4. They've lost 4. They're 0-4 in their last week. Pistons go up 2 spots. They're 5th. Chicago Bulls stay at the 6th spot. Dallas Mavericks are up 3 spots. The Thunder stay put at 8. The Los Angeles Lakers fall 6 spots. And the Houston Rockets fall 5. Oh, man. Those are some jumps, boys. Let's see what's going down here. Who went up 4? The Atlanta Hawks went up 4 spots. 3-1 in their last week. All right. Let's check out our league leaders. Manuel Vega still leading the league in points per game. 27. He's also averaging 9.6 assists. 25.7 for Nathan King Carter. Little Dip's got 25.1. Mark the Shark, 24.3. And Golgi's Nip, 24.2. That is your top 5 in the league. Let's check out your rebound leader. 12.9 rebounds a game for Jimmy Bones. Wildman's got 12.8. Clifford the Big Red Dog, 12.3. 11.7 for Resner and 11.4 for White. Assists per game. Caustic, 10.2, and Yeet. And they are both currently injured. Both currently injured. Manuel Vega at the 3 spot. Quick in Bed, 9.3. Schultz, 8.8. Your steal leader is Michael Caustic, who's also your... Oh, man, this dude's a beast. If a team is looking for a really good point guard, try to trade for Michael Caustic. He's on a shitty team. He truly is. He's on the Nets. Brumfield, he's got 2.9 steals per game. Vikingston, 2.5. Minnie, 2.4. Schultz, 2.4. The block leader, John Kearns. Oh, no, he's got a bruised right hip. He's out for 1 to 2 weeks. Averaging nearly 3 blocks a game. All right, let's check out the All-Star voting again. Pueblo leading the way for the Western Conference still. 1.2 million votes. Brandon Siesto, Little Dip, Mark the Shark, Golgi's Nip, Schultz, Torres, Batista, your boy Jake. The front court, Post Malone, Sneaky Snake, Something Wong, Tickles McElmo, Kenny Powers, B-Dash Johnson, Lester, Motzko, Taylor Wood, CJ White. Let's check out the Eastern Conference. Manuel Vega, 1.5 million votes. Teddy Swoelsvelt, number 2, Double Blade, Nathan King Carter, and Bad Wolf Marsh. Those are your top 5. Oh no, George Saplington's injured too now. Jimmy Bones leading for the front court. Bigley Jumbo, Sniper Cat, Austin Daigle, and Kyle Breathe. Season awards. Let's check it out. Oh no, we went through. We didn't see. Okay, Teddy Swoelsvelt and Mike Hunt were the players of the week for the East, for the conferences. Teddy Swoelsvelt from December 10th to December 16th. Manuel Vega got player of the week for the Eastern Conference, and William Speedy Schultz. Boys playing out of their minds. Playing out of their minds. All right. The month is almost over as well. That's it for season awards. Okay. Is there anything else we should look at? Dude, Schultz got player of the week. Let's actually take a look. Let's take a look at Schultz's stats. He's on the T-Wolves, right? Man, the T-Wolves are starting to be... Oops, that's not what I wanted. I'm sorry. T-Wolves. Let's check out the T-Wolves. I want to see what the hell's going on over here. Schultz. Let's see his recent games. This dude's been playing out of his mind. 29 points, 14 assists, 4 steals in a victory against Phoenix. 32 points, 2 rebounds, 14 assists, 2 steals in a victory against Denver. 16 points, 11 assists, 4 steals in a loss against Portland. 18, 3, and 10 against Phoenix. 15. All right. I mean, the last 2 games he had were fucking beastly. Very, very big games. Oh, no. Jay Davis for the Celtics. Left knee tendonitis. 4 to 6 weeks. All right, let's check out the injury report. Check out all the injuries. Boozy Bird is out 2 to 4 months. Oh, that is rough for the T-Wolves. Losing their crafty offensive star, Mr. Boozy Burt. Oh, a dislocated left patella. That sucks. Curry is out 6 to 8 weeks for the Lakers with a hyperextended right shoulder. John Davis is out 4 to 6 weeks for the Boston Celtics, left knee tendonitis. Chicken Little still out 2 to 4 weeks for the Spurs. Steelman's out for the Lakers still. Oh no, man, the Lakers injuries. Williamson is out for the Nets, and so is Caustic. Strained groin. Shifty Powers, right hand fracture. Awesome. 1 to 2 weeks. 1 to 2 weeks! Oh, man, I wish. I guess he could probably... Maybe he could... No, you can't play with a right hand fracture. Kearns is out with a bruised right hip. Threes Daily, BNAW Awaken. Greg DeHady Phillips. Saplington. Lenore Brigorbs. Oh, the Rockets definitely need Brigorbs back. Saplington never... Oh, man. The Bulls can't lose Saplington. There's a lot of injuries right now. Ooh, Benjamin about to come back for the Sixers, though. So that's good for the Sixers. Isaiah Yeet. Yeet. There's a lot of injuries right now. Goddamn. All right, what else can we check out? Anything else we want to take a look at? I think that's everything. Rookie report. Manuel Vega's a rookie. Okay, well, that kind of ruins the rookie report. That kind of does that. I'm going to look at who's on the biggest win streak right now. 1-1, 1-1-5. Washington Wizards have won 5 straight. The Blazers have won 5 straight. All right, those are the longest win streaks. So the Wizards and the Blazers. Wizards are 21-12. Blazers are 24-9. The Blazers are the only team in the NBA that have less than 10 losses. Less than 10 losses, boys. They're 15-4 in their conference. They're still outscoring teams by 10.7 points per game. Everybody else pretty close. It's definitely the widest. 4.7 Washington. 5.7 Orlando. Yeah, it said, yeah, Gregor's might be coming back. Yo, Walrus, so who's your MVP so far? People sleeping on Jimmy Bones, in my opinion. I think he could beat out Vega for it. Dude, Bones is ridiculous. Yeah, he's not scoring as much. He's definitely not scoring as much, but here, let me look. He is the league leader. Let's look at his stats. Let's look at his stats, because Jimmy Bones is an absolute monster. 16.7 points per game, so he's not putting up the points. I think that's the difference. He's got almost 13 rebounds a game, 6.4 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.7 blocks. He's shooting 56% from the field. He just needs to put up more points. That's all he needs to do. He just needs to score more. If he can score more, MVP, for sure. For sure, for sure.